The samurai did not disappear. Although we look different, we're everywhere, as you can see. So I just find the Meiji era of Japan just to be a fascinating time period. And I always enjoy when movies or games just cover it. And it's just fascinating because this was the transition period where samurai were becoming obsolete. In fact, they were. And even things like Western clothing was starting to become the norm, and just traditional samurai getup was looking outdated. And I gotta say, probably the best showing of this is in this newish samurai drama. And it's titled Snow on the Blades. And this is where I got the quote where I started this video with. And it really stands true. The samurai haven't disappeared, even though we don't see any in traditional clothing anymore. But the heart of the samurai lives on forever. So before I get into it, Snow on the Blades is a 2014 samurai film that I received from SamuraiDVD.com for purpose of review. And if you're new to my channel and just love samurai films, then this site really is a dream come true. Just tons of samurai films, both old and new, all translated into English, and you won't find any of these really anywhere else. And the great thing too is the site is now selling their films on Blu-ray. And this is how I received Snow on the Blades. And it really looks amazing. I was lucky enough to get a physical copy of it too, so it looks great on the shelf. As an added bonus too, you can get a discount by using the code Bushido Blues at checkout. So Snow on the Blades was written by the same novelist who gave us the masterpiece When the Last Sword is Drawn. And Snow on the Blades feels a lot like When the Last Sword is Drawn. So if you like that film, chances are you'll like this one too. But Snow on the Blades focuses more on a tale of revenge and redemption. The film is set during the early years of the Meiji era, with flashbacks going back to the 1860s assassination of Japan's prime minister. The movie follows the efforts of a bodyguard who had failed his duty to protect his lord, and now he seeks the head of the last surviving assassin. So right away, just a great premise. And this film just does a phenomenal job at just showing the transition period when Japan was changing with the times. There's some really brilliant shots in this film. My favorite involves one showing a samurai in traditional clothing, and we see him ascending a staircase. And at the same time, a man wearing a western suit is seen descending. And it's a quick scene, but it's just so memorable. And it does a perfect job at just showing you without telling you what's going on. It's actually very similar to another scene that I saw in the Kurosawa film. If you know his films well, you'll know the one I'm talking about. And there's also just a really emotional scene that I really liked. This is where a samurai is sort of being made fun of, and their main character goes up to defend him. But also in the crowd, different men start coming forward, revealing that they're samurai, even though they're wearing more modern clothing. So, they used to be samurai. And really, that's the message in this film that I come away remembering. That one speaks to me the most. And this film just so eloquently depicts the clash of traditionalism versus modernism. And this is while the nation just was moving forward to join the international community. And while this film is mostly just a drama, there still is a few really good sword fights in it, which are just expertly done, especially with just these snowy backgrounds. I'm always a sucker for snow, and this film really is just a feast for the eyes. And there's just so many scenes that are just beautiful, and I'm really just glad to have this on Blu-ray. And again, like I said, it is mostly a drama, so there isn't much action, but that's mainly because of when this takes place. This was when the Meiji government had outlawed revenge or duels or anything awesome. So there is moments in this film that definitely do drag, unfortunately. And like many samurai films, the beginning in this is just outstanding. It's a great setup, but then it drags a bit in the middle, and then it gets better again at the end. You know, with some melodramatic moments. I will say the dramatic moments didn't affect me too much, but you know, that might be different for other viewers. It's either going to hit you emotionally or just kind of, you know, bore you a little bit. But I did find the overall message in this film very powerful. Anyway, overall, just a very well-made film. It was apparently a big hit of the 2015's International Film Festivals, and I could definitely see why. This definitely seems like a film that would be up for nominations, just has that feel. And there's just so many scenes in this that are just framed and shot so well. I especially liked a certain beginning scene that's sort of like a dream sequence. Just looked really good. And I'm just such a sucker for snowy settings, and the snow just looks so good in this. As far as the acting goes, I thought all the acting was pretty good. I also really like the main actor in this, Kiichi NAKAI. You'll recognize him from When the Last Sword is Drawn. And he is outstanding in that film, and he's great in this one as well. And he really does just carry this film, and he has such a good screen presence. So I definitely just want to track down more films with this actor. If you're interested in well-made period dramas, then definitely check this one out. If you're more into samurai action films, then you might want to skip it. Anyway, it's available on Blu-ray, and you can get it on SamuraiDVD.com. Don't forget to use the discount code BushidoBlues at checkout. And if you like my channel, you can subscribe, hit the thumbs up. If you want to support me, I have a Patreon. Link is in the description. And like always, thanks for watching.